Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the home of the slightly above average ship review. I am your host, the average player, KPZ1234. You are watching the slightly above average ship review right now. We are talking about the most overpowered ship in the game, in my opinion, the Japanese Tier 4 premium destroyer Kamikaze, worth every penny of the Firepower Edition. I encourage you to go buy the Firepower Edition if you don't have it already. You get the Kamikaze, the Iwaki F, the Texas, and the Arizona. I want to say the last time I looked on Amazon, it was like 12 bucks, worth every penny. All right, if you like destroyers. We are here on Estuary to capture the base match. We're also on voiceover attempt number 9, so hopefully it goes well. All right, here's a look at the teams. We are down tier. Don't be fooled, the enemy does have a fail division. So there is a Wyoming in this match, clearly out of its depth. Clearly, as you will see coming right up. All right, Kamikaze, pre-concealment nerf. I want to say the concealment was 4.3 kilometers, just insane levels of concealment. Post-concealment nerf, 4.5 kilometers. Probably one of the ships most affected by that. Um, I really don't use Fragile Threat very much anymore, except for on the Japanese torpedo boats because of the nerfing of concealment. It's just not worth the hit point loss anymore for an extra 2%. But I do it on these ships because they are all about that concealment. So we are looking at the enemy ships. There is the Wyoming out there, along with the Emile Bertrand, and another battleship, which I believe is the Oklahoma. If you haven't watched my Oklahoma video, just like this video, it also involves a Kraken. So if you are going to get the Oklahoma in a Bureau project, I encourage you to watch that video if you have not already. Also, want to thank everybody for signing up, subscribing to my channel. The time of the recording, 79 subscribers, much more than I ever hoped. I also do have another World of War, another YouTube channel, pardon me. Some game playthroughs not uploading to that channel at the moment, but I do have 3 game playthroughs uploaded. If you want to check it out in the About section of this channel, it will give you the link to that other channel there. All right, so Wyoming finally in range. We'll give him 2 of our 3 torpedo launchers. Milberton's still out of range. Oklahoma's still out of range. Wyoming behind an island. So I'm just going to hold on to that last rack of torpedoes and execute my turn. Someone coming up here is going to illustrate why the Wyoming doesn't have any business in this match. Right there, that guy probably got 3 citadels on that salvo. Not to mention the Wyoming, he is not broadside to them, but just armor can't stand up to a tier 5 battleship. All right, we do touch the Wyoming with 1 torpedo, do about 7,200 damage, kill number 1. And I have better matches in the Kamikaze, over 100,000 damage, stuff like that. 4 kills and a loss. I just said, it's the most overpowered ship in the game. How can I talk about it being overpowered if I don't get a Kraken? So I got a Kraken in the Kamikaze. I've had better matches in the Kamikaze, but this is the match we're going to watch because it is a Kraken match. And I want to say, I think I'm at 40 Krakens, close to 40. So pretty good for an average player. All right, New Mexico, you are in range. You are the target of 2 sets of torpedoes. Oklahoma behind the island, can't see him. Emile Berton's still out there. Wanted to get a different angle on that 3rd rack of torpedoes in case the Oklahoma changed direction. So there we go. All right, just kind of going out wide here. I like to go out wide in a destroyer if I can, like this, with good concealment, and kind of get on the edge of the map, or at least the edge of the combat space in the map. Um, get the New Mexico again with another torpedo, although he's not flooding. If he is being damaged, it's someone else. We do launch again at him. Oklahoma still concealed or protected by the island. And so I want to say, oh, we are going to launch at the Oklahoma. All right, one set at the Oklahoma. We're going to turn and get the second set back at the New Mexico, who is receiving a ton of fire. Won't matter. We hit him with another torpedo. Down goes New Mexico. Killed number two. Oklahoma. He is quasi concealed by the island. He is definitely in our torpedo range. Doesn't appear to be moving much, if at all. One of those torpedoes is going to hit him right in the broadside and start the flood. We're going to launch another, although admittedly he's at a very poor angle for our torpedoes. This Emile Bertin appears to be moving a smidgen, so our torpedoes come online and we are going to send it again. And really in the Kamikaze, as soon as you get your torpedoes reloaded, if you have a viable target, you want to send it because you reload very quickly with the torpedoes in the ship. So you want to get as many torpedoes in the water as you can. I honestly feel that. All right, so we got two targets here. The closest target, Emile Bertin, our torpedo is going to miss because he speeds up and turns out at the very last second. He is now out of range. Oklahoma is out of range. Um, he is not even flooding or anything right now, so I'm going to shoot at him. I know that's bold. I normally would not do that, but I really want to get this kill, and I'm not going to be okay if somebody else pinches it from us because I did not go all out to knock him off. Emile Bertrand didn't appear to be concerned by my appearance, which I find very odd. Oklahoma shot at me, knocked off about 2/5 of our points. We burned down the Oklahoma. Quite honestly, if you're in a cruiser and the enemy has a kamikaze and they come up on the map and you are within gunnery distance, you need to be trying to kill them ASAP. All right, we launched two and then three racks of torpedoes at the Emile Bertin. I can't stress that enough. The Kamikaze is one of, if not the most dangerous destroyers in the game. Doesn't matter. Even if it's in a failed division, you're in tier 6, you need to eradicate this destroyer. It has capability to crush. And down goes the Emile Bertin right there. Don't know if he was disabled or he just decided not to move at all. Normally, when you're disabled, you put up sparks. I didn't see any there, so I don't know what was going on. All right, came back out of our smoke screen. We got a Koenig, we got a New Mexico to our port side, and there was an enemy destroyer near our cap, the Acasta. He just got taken out. The New Mexico took out the battleship closest to him. Everybody behind me is shooting at the Koenig, and I'm gonna shoot at the Koenig too because he's the closest enemy, and I want to kill him. So he is in torpedo range. We're going to turn and torp, and maybe I should have spread out the second one. New Mexico, too far away. Also appears to be on fire or flooding of some sorts. Then we're going to turn back here. I'm going to see the Koenig start to move in reverse. And so I'm going to anticipate and send my third rack that way. And then we're spotted, and the New Mexico is too far away. So I'm going to begin shooting at the Koenig. Really, this is just about getting him concentrating on that and not concentrating on the torpedoes. We do hit him with one torpedo, and we're going to keep shooting whenever we can get a reload here. Torpedo number two, Kraken Unleashed. We're not going to get to kill this New Mexico, although we are going to torp out here in a second at him. I just want to say if you are new to the game and you have the event commander, Nobusada Isano, and you haven't leveled up Tanaka very high, I think it could be worth it to level up Isano for this kind of a ship because you're going to get a speed boost, I believe, and a dispersion boost. So it may be worth it to you to do that. Just a food for thought. You know, I have this guy so high that I would never do that. All right, we got a Kraken Unleashed and the first blood medal. We ended up with 77,000. 579 total damage. Clearly, the Kamikaze capable of much, much more damage than that. But we had a really good team behind us. We got those 5 kills, almost 250,000 silver, 6981 ship XP, and 11,967 commander XP. All right, there's a look at the scoreboard. There we are at the top with our 5 big kills. Really a strong team effort. Tennessee, Mahan, T22, Bayern, Koenig all had good games, so kudos to you guys. Let's go into the port and look at the upgrades. Just one modification. Aiming system mod 1. I wouldn't use anything else. Standard 2 smoke generators and 2 engine boosts. We've got the Epic Ship XP booster, Epic Commander XP booster, Epic Global XP booster, and the Common Battle booster for speed. Got that Type 9 permanent premium camo and the Founder's flag. 9,990 hit points with our build. Not much armor to speak of. Got those 4 120 millimeter guns. The range is 9.5 kilometers, reload in 11 seconds, turn in 25.7 seconds. HE shells do 2,000 damage with an 8% fire chance. The AP shells do 2,000 damage. I really would never shoot armor piercing. Got those 3 twin launchers, reload every 41.4 seconds, do 15,084 damage. Torpedo range 7 kilometers at 72 knots. Detectability is 1,400 meters. That's what carries the day for this destroyer. AA defense tied with the Glove for the worst in the game, AA rating of 2. Maneuverability, a rating of 99, 40.9 knots, 550-meter turning circle, 2.9 second rudder shift time. That's where using Isano might get you into 100 in that. Concealment, 4.5 on the surface, 2.5 from the air, 2 kilometers even when firing in smoke. All right, here's a look at the commander. You can see we got Hull Crusher, the base trait, increases torpedo damage by 4.75%. I really don't know if that's going to make a huge difference. Swirsky and Bay, Subsurface Venture, Fragile Threat, Perceptive, Destroy or Be Destroyed, and Unstoppable. That's Kamikaze. Hope you enjoyed it. Hit that like button. Thank you to all my subscribers.